What up YouTube, this is your boy Gamelander here. We're back with a new video about Starfield, obviously. So we're jumping in. There has been some updates to Starfield, so hopefully that provides some performance increase. We're about to really see if it does provide any form of performance increase, and just to see what that update was really all about. So we're about to see that. But I'm about to see that. Yeah, you guys won't see that, but I will see that. I will see it. Oh, yeah. So hope everybody's doing wonderful today in the chat. But yeah, it's daytime now on Earth. It's fall. The planet. Okay, I didn't really. To be fair, I wasn't really 100% aware of what I needed to do. But yeah, game looks fantastic though. I don't have to do visual updates or something. Hope they don't try to kill me, because I have a slight suspicion he's gonna try to kill me.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlock the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
To be fair, we gained much more than just grav drives. Some more than others.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifacts forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
Neither seems to be worth trusting. You know your own heart, your own motives. Perhaps that is enough.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he's right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
To be honest, I don't like either of them. And the way they're talking to me now is pretty disrespectful. They're trying to talk like they're like, you know what I mean? It's pretty disrespectful. Like, oh well, he's saying that one is evil, but he's willing to fight with him just to take me down. You're an ass. You're a fool.
That, I think, is all you can do. Do not allow these Starborn to dictate your fate.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the Hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait till you get there. Everyone deserves a shot at the final artifact.
I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time.
What things are those?
Is something amiss? I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them? I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Matteo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation? No, I do not. But I find it hard to quantify. Many of the other members are polite, but distant. I worry that my background and my actions concern them. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death. Yes, exactly. I survived. That was the only goal. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite. That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you. I know this seems trivial. Perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense? And yet here we are, working together. And that has, I think, gone very well. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence. Indeed it was. And now I hope you can see why. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
Alright. To be honest, it seems that the image quality has improved with the update that they did. Because it looks a lot better, at least to me, and the lighting feels a lot better too.
Hello, Captain.
Hey, robot.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
It is always satisfying.
Come on. There are worlds to conquer. You look well.
You too. Right. Let's go after these guys. I don't know, I think this. Because you want us to come here, but we probably can do a straight shot to and then take it from wherever it is Shinya. Shinny, like she. I can't pronounce that word. Take a straight shot from here and then head to it after.
Approaching ship, enter 3-star collector space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. And that's it. Enjoy that Aquila City air.
So I get into here now. Concentrate. What kind of straight shot to that is close by? But if we straight shot to here, we probably straight shot to there. I don't think we need to do a secondary jump. Alright, let's do a straight shot here and see what's up. I'm trying to say the least amount of jumps possible, so that's what I'm trying to do to get to where I'm going.
Enter Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. That's all we need. Enjoy the yard.
Alright. Why do we need to go up there? It's clearly like
sideswiped an asteroid. Needs some repairs.
Nice to see you.
Hello. Indeed I do. All yours. You do not need to ask me if you may ask. You may just ask. You might find it absurd, but honestly, the Lodge. I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious. I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you, and that, I think, has worked out very well. Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that. I hope that was informative. Ah, yes, we are done.
They did a few jumps. Most of it is cut out, to be honest. Yeah.
How have
So
you been?
we stopped. So we stopped to talk to her, check in with her, just make sure everything's good. And Lynn must be bored because she has never come off the ship since we got her on the ship. My bad. But I only can have one partner off the ship, which is kind of dumb. Should be able to have like two. But it is what it is. We're jumping to the final destination, which is the next spot where we should meet the guys. This is it, guys.
Well, you finally showed up.
No more words. Let's settle this.
Oh yes, let's see how this goes.
I think I prefer the wild planets to this city. At least there, the predators are easier to spot. It sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colony's collective nose.
Oh, your father visited. He seemed desperate, or excited, to find you. He left this note. Great, let's see what you have. It's silly, but I can't stop thinking about the idea that there are more of me out there. Even just one more Noel is crazy to consider, but dozens, hundreds, an infinite number of them? How different might we all be? Am I not even remotely the unique individual I thought I was? My head is spinning just considering it. Well, I'm glad you seem so certain of that. I'll admit, I'm not that sure. At all. You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions, beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before? They did openly threaten you, as I understand it. I'd say that's something to worry about. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now. Stay safe, okay?
I appreciate what you're doing, Walter, but honestly...
It's taken care of. There's nothing to discuss.
Let's get a second opinion, shall we? Walter and I were just discussing the expenses incurred during the attack.
No, I was explaining that there's nothing to discuss. It's been taken care of.
It seems that Walter has taken it upon himself to cover the costs of the repairs to both the lodge and the Eye, as well as any expenses relating to the funeral services.
Barrett, for all his antics, was an essential part of this group. And a friend. Well, it's not about looking for thanks. It needed to be done, that's all.
Well, I can't thank you enough, Walter.
Sarah, I know we argue about money all the time. Most of it is in jest, but occasionally it's not. This is the one way I can best contribute to our work. It has.
Yes, ma'am, of course. I honestly can't imagine being anywhere else.
I'm glad to hear it. You could have done just about anything, so it's important to me that you feel valued here.
It's not always easy, but I just remind myself that if it weren't for you, and for Constellation, I'd have no idea that any of this was going on.
Can I help?
Right, so just do some miscellaneous stuff for now. Now we're gonna see your parents. Kinda should have done that like earlier in the game. But there is never, a bad time to do the thing.
Having a good one?
Right, so I'm here, and either way.
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor. I'll get the coffee brewing.
Oh, my God! Oh, you about gave me a heart attack.
Not that we're not thrilled to see you, son, but I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors. Is everything all right? Well, I'll be. Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids? A joke?
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special. Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things. Oh, say again? I should record that and play it back. Mom, you were right. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known, I'd have your favorite meal in the oven. And your room is just a mess. Although that's how you left it.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
There's just so much to do in New Atlantis.
I figured it would be years until I saw you.
I still can't get over you
Here
being
you
here.
are.
And it's not even Mother's Day. So, I gotta ask, is there anyone special in your life? With you being in Constellation now, I imagine you are quite the catch. I knew it. You have that spring in your step. A mother knows. I won't press, dear. Don't worry.
Yes, well, this is getting a bit personal.
I know you didn't live in this apartment long, but I want you to consider this your home away from home. Your bed is always yours, no questions asked. I mean, well, I will ask questions, but you can stay here no matter the answers. No bother at all. Stay as long as you like. Anything you want to talk about, dear? Now that we're both retired, you mean? I keep trying to push your father to do things. Dance lessons, vacation, take some courses. I'm really interested in early colonial art. But he's just happy as a clam reading in his chair for hours. Wants to know the history of every little thing. It's nice to have time to do both, though. Well, one of your old classmates made junior VP at Galbank. Their father was bragging for hours. Can't wait to tell him about Constellation. Talking
Where's
with
the
you has
tissue paper?
made my day. You don't know where that is?
I knew where it was. Top shelf of the pantry. But it's not. I still can't believe it. Constellation. The stories make them seem so exotic, so, well, romantic, almost. How is it for real? You liking it? Don't you worry yourself about that. All your life, you've been just this mess of potential waiting for a chance. Your number's finally been called, and the settled systems had better be ready for you. I've got some news of my own. You are now officially looking at a retiree. Taught my final class last Thursday. The faculty threw me a party and everything. It's too bad you weren't here then. You could have had some cake. I gave it my good old college try. You see what I did there? Enough about that. Anything you want to talk about before you have to go? I mean, stay. Stay as long as you like, but I imagine you're all excited to get to discovering. Retirement's treating me well, but there are some days I almost missed the class from. Don't say anything to your mom about this, but she got some work done at Enhance. She keeps looking younger every day, I tell her. Not that I mind. You know, it's supposed to be us taking care of you, right? I'd like to say we'll pay you back the money you sent home. Well, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. More than you know. Planning a proper, honest-to-goodness vacation. Nothing too fancy. I've been promising your mom a trip for years, and I got no excuses now. Your mother's been sending me links all day about such and such deals and excursions, but it'll be good to get out. I've been reading. It's good stuff. It's about... I've spent my whole life in a book.
Flamenco.
I'm fine.
Flamenco.
Ouch. Touché.
Or we could do salsa. The activity will do you good.
Oh,
Yes. Anything.
Like, being here is cool and everything. I really don't mind it.
Of all the places we've lived, this is my favorite.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to end the video here. So thank you guys for being here. I know that this video is not what we expected because we were starting out to go straight to Starborn, but things happened, which do a bit of a pivot, and now we're doing this instead. I'm going to upgrade the original ship to a fair bit, upgrade the original ship a fair bit. And then once I feel like it's ready, then we head out to get those stuff done.
Tonight?
More than likely, we'd do the power stuff off screen.
Sometime.
So I get the rest of the powers, and then after that, basically just level up as best as possible and to head back to Starborn and get that job basically done with them. So that's the plan. And we're gonna commit to the plan. So thank you guys for being here though. Thank you guys for enjoying the content. I know people a lot of times, and yeah, but I really appreciate you guys sticking by the content. So see you guys next time. Peace. And remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite part of the video. I will be reading your comments and will be responding, so do that. See you guys later.